Welcome to the video solutions of QA MCQ section of the actual IPMAT Indore 2024 paper. As a part of this series, we will release one question every day to help you understand how you could have solved the questions from this section of the actual IPMAT 2024 paper. So let's go ahead and look at the question for the day today. If the shortest distance of a given point to a given circle is 4 centimeters and the longest distance is 9 centimeters, then the radius of the circle is. Now this is a very common question, in IPMAT Indore. Such a question was asked in, or a question on the same concept was asked in IPMAT Indore 2019 as well. And we'll easily be able to, identify the logic behind this. So if there is any point which is outside the circle and I'm trying to find the maximum distance and the minimum distance of this point to the circle, you just have to find out the distance between the point and the center of the circle. So if this distance is d, the minimum distance between the circle and the point is d minus the radius, because from this distance, if you subtract the radius, this gives you the least distance. Similarly, what would be the max distance? So the max distance is nothing but d, the distance between the point and the center of the circle, plus radius. Now, if you know this concept, you could have attempted this question in the first go itself. So you are given that the least distance is 4, so d minus r is 4 and d plus r is 9. Once you look at these two equations and you see what has been asked of you, you have been asked to find out the radius of the circle. So how would you find out the radius? It's very easy. You just have to eliminate the d. How would I eliminate the d? I just have to take the difference of the two equations and d will get cancelled. R minus of minus r would give me 2r and I'll be able to get the answer. So if I solve these two simultaneously and eliminate d, I'll get 2r is equal to 9 minus 4, that is 5, which will give me r is equal to 2.5 centimeters. Okay. Now, the common mistake here is that many students would directly select the answer as option A, 2.5 centimeters. However, the trick here was, if you look at options B and options D, you've got two answers in those options. So is there any other possibility? And a common possibility that we miss out is the case where the point could be inside the circle also. We've only considered the case where the point is outside the circle. So if I draw a bigger circle and say take the point within the circle. So if this is the center C and this is the point P and the distance between them is say D. In that case, how much would be the minimum distance between the point P and the circle? So you just need to understand the minimum distance would be this dotted line, this small dotted line, and that would be nothing but the radius minus d. So here the minimum distance would come out to be radius minus d. The equation has actually just inverted. Instead of d minus r, it has become r minus d in this case. Similarly, you'll see that the max distance would come out to be basically d, and the maximum distance would be diametrically opposite point of this point itself. So d plus r. So it's nothing but r plus d. And these values have already been supplied to us in the question. This is equal to 4 and this is equal to 9. Therefore, if you ask me to calculate the radius, I'll again eliminate d. For that, I'll have to add these two equations now. So minus d and plus d, if you add the two equations, you'll get 2r. Minus d and plus d gets cancelled. 4 plus 9 becomes a 13, and from here you get r is equal to 6.5 centimeters. Therefore, two answers are possible to this question, and hence the correct answer to this question is option D, that is 2.5 centimeters or 6.5 centimeters. So, how do you identify whether this question should have been attempted by you or not? First of all, when you look at this question, you should be able to identify that this is from, this question is from, the concept of geometry, where you are finding out the maximum distance between a circle and a point. Further, if you are able to think of these two cases, then you would have got this question correct. in less than 2 minutes, and hence I would rate this as a type A question. I hope this helps. Thank you.